Hi everyone, how are you? This video today is going to be about a limiting belief around weight loss. And yesterday I came on and I talked about a little bit about weight loss and some experiments that you can do to kind of eliminate foods in your kitchen or in your pantry and try to make those foods that are foods for you that are like red light foods that are really those are the foods that you just really want, and trying to make those not as easily accessible for yourself in the house, either getting rid of them or putting them somewhere that they're not just so easy to grab. So we're moving on today to another limiting belief, which is I hardly eat anything and I still can't lose weight. So feeling this way can be incredibly frustrating and confusing, and sometimes it even stops people from trying to get healthier altogether. So I'm Kelsey Mashad. I am a certified health and life coach, and I help people who struggle with weight loss to master effective habits and mindset so they can lose weight sustainably and just become the best version of themselves. So in every case, the principle of energy applies here. So when you eat more calories, which is your energy going in, then if you eat more than you expand, going out, then you gain weight, right? And when you eat fewer calories than you expend, then you lose weight. And this sounds really simple, of course, but the experiment is for 1 week, track everything that you eat. So all you have to do is you could write down what you eat every day for a week. And, I'm sure you've heard this before, maybe a lot even, but have you really actually done it or tried it? So actually writing it down versus just keeping it mentally, in your head. So for every single meal and snack, every day for whole week. And, if you haven't tried this before, what have you got to lose? Give it a try. It's actually a lot easier than it sounds, and you can write it down either in a notebook. You can keep a record of it on an app. Like MyFitnessPal is an easy app to track your food and your calories and everything that you're eating throughout the day. Or even just like take a picture of everything that you eat. So it can be really, really simple. So first, make sure that you include everything that you eat and drink. And don't forget to record like the cream that goes into your coffee and the sugar, the salad dressing on your salad, that maybe one fry that you grabbed off your kid's plate, something like that. So, unless you enjoy it, you may find that you want to track this way all the time and kind of keep an idea of what you're eating and how much you're eating. I'm not saying that you have to, but you may find that once you try it, you might enjoy it. So anyway, so you're going to treat your notes like you're a scientist, okay? This isn't about judging your food choices. It's just about noticing them, becoming more aware. Because when you're more aware, you're going to do something about it. You're going to do something about where maybe there's somewhere you could, make a better choice. So be really kind to yourself. So for the first, most accurate, snapshot of your eating habits, try to do this during a typical week where you don't have like a big event coming up or something to go to, and don't change how you normally eat just because you're tracking. Hi, Troy. Thanks for coming on. So the lesson here, it's easy and it's incredibly common, and a lot of times we underestimate how much we actually do eat. So research actually shows that on average, people underestimate their food intake by at least 47%. That's a lot. So there's so many different reasons, but that's a high number. And like I said, maybe you're just grabbing that fry off your kid's plate and you're not even thinking about it, and you're wondering why you're struggling to lose weight when you're doing something like that maybe on a regular basis. So, those mindless little nibbles, they can be, less memorable because it's just something so small, you're not really thinking about it, but they can really kind of start to add up. Hi, Kaylee, how are you? Thanks for coming on. Okay, so second, though humans are great, we're great at a lot of things, estimating our portion sizes a lot of times isn't one of them, because when you go out to eat, that's not a portion. But we've been kind of trained now this way to think that if it's not, a huge plate, then we're getting gypped. But that's not really even what we should be getting or should be eating. So we don't always recognize how this caloric, certain foods are like even peanut butter is really, really high in calories, and we're not realizing how much of what a tablespoon actually is sometimes. Was my connection? Okay, I think I'm back. All right, so if you haven't already, check on like a nutrition calculator. You can plug in your goals on something like that and all of your personal information, and then you get this full report of how much you should eat. Like even on my Fitness Pal, it will give you how many calories and macros you should be eating for the day. And then in your after you get that full report, along with knowing what a portion size should look like, for the size of your hand for your protein, it'll give you everything you need to know and how it will work. So using this approach in combination with mindful eating practices like eating slowly and to 80%, eating up to like 80% fullness, 75 to 80%, then it can help you eat in a way that makes you feel like you're putting you're putting your effort in and you're going to see the results. Because when you're when you do these mindful practices with your counting your calories or your macros, or just being mindful of what a portion size should be, you're going to reap even more benefits. Because when you're chewing your food more and you're slowing down, you're allowing your digestive system to work much better and not to have to work so hard. And more of your food is going to be digested much more easily. So it's really important to chew your food. Chew, chew, chew. They say at least 30 times. I know that sounds crazy, and it is a lot. Hi, Callie, how are you? But by doing that, it actually, just like I said, it helps your digestive system. And then the more that it's chewed up and ready for your digestion, the less likely it's going to be stored as fat, because it's not going to have to work so hard to figure out where is all this going to go. Okay, so if you have any questions about the content I covered, please leave them in the comments. And I want to remind everybody that I'm offering complimentary consultations. If you'd like to dive a little bit deeper into your own health goals, we can do that, and we can talk about where you're at and where you'd like to go and all the steps that it takes to get there. So I'm going to hop off for now, but I hope everyone has a beautiful day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.